Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me and supporting my channel. Really easy. Like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment, and click on the notification bell of when you'd like to be notified of when I put a video out. And I hope that you are all doing well, but if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But if you want to forget about things for just a little while, join me in meeting Sailor's Arcana, the beginning. And this deck was created by Olena Us and illustrated by Perez and published by Mindful Ape, released September 2025, and it retails at the website for $76, and I will link that in the description below. And also other decks by Olena: the Compass Mentis Tarot, the Lucid Minds Tarot, the Fata Morgana Oracle, and Timeless Tales Oracle. And if you haven't guessed already, this is a Popeye inspired deck. Don't know if you're familiar with Popeye or not, but the box itself is rather large. It's 8 inches height across, is 6 inches, and it's 2 inches across. And it only has the title on this side. It is a magnetic box. And it has by Mindful Ape. And on the back, Sailor's Arcana. The Sailor's Arcana is a 78 card deck inspired by Popeye's classic adventures, featuring hand-drawn illustrations of Popeye, Olive Oil, and the rest of the crew. This RWS-based deck blends playful design with timeless tarot wisdom. Popeye's strength and perseverance make him an ideal guide for navigating the tarot. The box contains a premium cardstock deck and a full-color companion book with detailed card interpretation. And we have olive oil on the back. And it says "The End" on the bottom of it. And when we open it up, it says, "The sea's got secrets, the stars got answers, so trust your gut, steer with courage, and when the waters get rough, eat your spinach." And it has this ribbon, and it pulls up the guidebook, and this is a pretty big guidebook, so we will explore that when we are done looking at the deck. And it does have a ribbon to pull up. The insert is removable. If it's something happens to it or you just don't want it anymore, you can remove it. And the cards have an orange tint to them, kind of sparkly. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. And the cardstock is, if you're interested, is 350 GSM art paper. And the cards themselves are regular size tarot. And the width of the deck is 1.40. And reversals will be revealed from the artwork. Okay, so in my tarot videos, I do a side-by-side comparison with a Rider-Waite deck, and the one that I have been using in all of my videos is the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and is produced by US Game Systems. And you can see if US Game System has it, and I do know that Amazon has it, so you can check that out if you want. Alright, so let's go ahead and check this deck out. And the titles have been kept the same, but there's no numbers. Well, there is. Okay, I see what they did. Yeah, okay, so just go ahead and do a flip through of the cards. So the numbers for the cards are in the illustration. Like the Magician, number 1, is in this can of spinach. And then you have the High Priestess, and you have the number 2 in the plant, as you can see. So you kind of get the idea. And I do believe that this was a Kickstarter deck originally. Okay, so that was the majors. And next we have the wands. And it looks like the wands are represented by various, I want to say sticks, maybe is the best way to describe them, or just straight things. Because you got the mast here, there's 3 wooden masts. I guess that's the best way to put it. And then here you have the palm trees representing the wands. I will say it is an interesting deck. It kind of caught my eye. Then we go into the court cards, which they've kept the title of those as well. Okay, then we move on to the cops. I think this could kind of be considered a beginner's deck. It has a lot of the illustrations that do represent the Rider-Waite meaning to the card. And it doesn't change any of the titles. It keeps the suits. Not really sure the criteria set in stone for a beginner deck. I guess it would be like maybe if it was the first deck that you purchased to introduce you to the tarot. I guess that could be a criteria. But I kind of look at a beginner deck as one that is faithful, I guess is the word. I struggle with vocabulary. But if it has the illustrations, similar illustrations that goes with the original Rider-Waite, if it's similar, and then we move on to the swords, because the definition of the cards, the meanings of the cards go by the illustration. So I look for that as a good beginner. Does the deck represent the oh my goodness, I am a loss for words. Does it represent what the card represents? Does the title stay the same with the different suits instead of changing it? And those are the kind of things I look for as a beginner deck. Because when you are learning tarot, you're going to look at the meanings of the cards. And if they're different, you're going to struggle in the beginning if you are a beginner to tarot. So that's why I look at, as a beginner, does it match up with the original Rider-Waite deck? And you guys may have different opinions on what a beginner, or criteria of what a beginner deck would entail. But that's just some of the things I look at in comparing to qualify it as a beginner's deck. Because when you're starting tarot, it is overwhelming. And there's just so much information out there, and it's confusing, and you're kind of not trusting your instincts, and you're not familiar with reading reading the illustration. And some people read the guidebook and some people don't. They like to intuitively look at the card and get what the illustration is saying. So it's building that up, that intuition. And you like to have something that is familiar, is the best way I can put it. Okay, so next one, last but not least, is the Pentacles. I don't see too many illustrations with Jinx in there, with the little doggy Jinx. I do believe that was the name. I could be wrong, but I do remember Jinx. And that is the deck. It is a unique deck. I don't think I've seen a Popeye deck before. And I'm always interested in unique decks. Okay, so the cardstock it's good quality. It's a flexi bendy. And as the way that it's even bending now, the longer you use it, it will do that arching bend like so many decks do. But I think the cardstock is really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this guidebook. Okay, so we have the index, first page, and yeah, that one doesn't have any. Okay, so we have the legacy of this deck, where storm and spirit meets the cards. Then we go into a tale reborn in symbols, creative vision for the deck. Just kind of goes into talking about it and explaining some of the why. We have line carved in salt and ink, the look of the deck. Then we go into the heart of the map. What is tarot? It just goes about a little background on tarot, not too deep into it. Setting sail with the cards. How to use this deck. And we go into spreads. We have the one card, 3 card and the anchor spread, storm spread, the driftwood spread, and some games. Who's the sailor? Lost at sea. And this one is for solo or group reflection, and it has draw 4 cards and write or reflect on each, and a bonus, draw a 5th card, and it's perfect for journaling or quiet contemplation. Then we have some more games. Then we have the Arcana Major and Minor. Basically just goes into the background of it, the history of it, I guess you could call that. And then we go into the meanings, and it has a picture of the card, the title, and the number of the card, and the planet, and the element. Then we have Sailor's Wisdom. And then we go into a log entry. And then what it means for you, Sailor. And it doesn't look like there's any reversals in it. So basically that's what it is for the majors. And we also have astrology as well. Some of the cards have planets and astrology, as well as the element. So that's a nice little touch, because some people do use planetary influence. They also use astrology in their readings, and they also use the elements as well. And then it goes right into the minor, and it doesn't have any of the planetary or astrology or element. I kind of wish they would have put the element at least. And it's basically the same thing. You have your Sailor's Wisdom, a log entry, and what this means for you, Sailor. So it's about the same thing, except for the omitting of that little detail. And then we get to the back, and we have a final words. And then we have a thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead. Shuffling. Because it is the same size as your standard tarot deck, if you could shuffle that size, you should have no issue with this. There's no right or wrong way to shuffle. You can do the poker rifle shuffle. You do the overhand shuffle. I prefer the overhand shuffle. Side shuffle, no. I like to do the side shuffle. Ugh, can't even talk. The side shuffle for the wider cards, like the oracle cards, those are perfect for side shuffling. But these guys, I don't know. You could try it, but I wouldn't recommend. And you can cut them into different stacks and collect them. You can do the fan. You can try to do the fan. And some decks work better than others, or you can just spread them all over the table and pick one or how many you want to do. Okay, so let's see what Popeye or Olive Oil has a message. got Popeye as the Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands. Sailor's wisdom. If you carry the message, don't wait to deliver it. A flame left waiting burns no trail. New lands don't come with maps, make your own. Log entry W011. Torch bearer of the new. A bright-eyed young mariner stands on a golden sand, torch raised like a flare for fate. The ship behind him just made anchor, but he ain't looking back. There's a message in his hand, sealed, sacred, or maybe just something he's been wanting to say. A little salamander grips his shoulder like a quiet omen, tail twitching with curiosity. This ain't hesitation. It's the still breath before the leap. The breach stretches wide. The fire's lit. Destiny's leaning in. What this means for you, sailor? The Page of Wands is the spark before the blaze, the moment you feel the pull to begin. Whether it's a bold idea, a call you can't ignore, or a truth you finally found the words for, the cards say it. Speak it, live it, start it. You've got the tools. You've landed where you need to be. All that's left is to act, confident, open-hearted, and fired up from the inside out. Okay, so that is basically all I have for this, I could say whimsical, nostalgic deck. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. If you have any thing to say, good or bad, about it. If you did purchase it, let us know how it's working out for you. Other people like to know other people's opinions on decks and how it's working for them. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with another video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.